Oh, I missed the part where you put the name in.
Yeah, the screen just crashed.
Lorj Fionarri?
Alright, screen coming
Yes.
back. I think I'm chugging too much data.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah,
back.
I think it might be from
His
the
name-
video.
Our name is Lorj.
Lorj. Yeah, I missed that one. So yeah, you did it right.
Lorj.
You did it right.
Oh,
I'm Lorj Fionarri. I'm male bodybuilder. I am at Muscle Beach in California. Okay. Very simple. How could we die from this?
okay.
All right.
You walk along the shoreline of the beach and look up at the sky. It is still dark, but there is a light breeze blowing. The sun has not yet risen, so you decide to get some exercise before you have to leave for the airport. You pick up a rock and throw it into the water. It hits the sand with a thud and splashes into the sea.
I like that there's all these machines on Muscle Beach, but you picked up a rock and threw it into the ocean. That's your workout.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get mugged and R sore to do anything.
Okay.
Also, why are we going
You
to be...
lie on the grass and watch as a group of men approach you. They grab your arm and pull you away from the rest of the crowd.
Oh, there's other
You
night
scream and
workouts.
struggle, but they beat you until you fall unconscious.
Yes.
When you wake up, you find yourself lying on a hospital bed. A doctor stands over you. "I'm sorry about that," he
What?
says.
Sorry about what?
Maybe he was one of the guys that beat us up.
Yeah. He's like, sorry,
Okay.
"It's all right," the doctor says. "We were just doing our job." He pulls his cap off and puts it on top of your head. This is called a hat. The next
Okay.
day, you wake up feeling fine. You feel like you've had a good night's sleep.
Do we have some brain damage? This is a hat. And that's the door. And don't forget to pay your bill.
This is called a hat.
Let's see. Whoa.
You stand on the
Okay,
edge of the
that's
cliff and bend down to touch the rocks below. Your fingers curl around one and you squeeze it hard. You let out a grunt and then start running back up the hill. As you run, you think about how you could make this place better. Maybe you should put a sign up saying, "No drugs
We're
allowed here."
cleaning up Muscle Beach
All
after
right.
our near-death experience.
Let's see.
No! We don't practice what we preach.
The next day, you come across a man selling drugs near the entrance to the park. He looks suspiciously like you, so you buy some pills from him. You don't know what they are or where they came from, but you figure you'll be able to sell them later when you're more high. When you get home, you pass out in your bedroom.
That's drug logic.
Yeah. Man, this AI is lazy. It's always wanting you to go to sleep or leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does. It always tries to go to like the next day.
Yeah. Like, go to the beach. Well, you're about to go to the airport. All right.
Oh yeah, we missed our flight. Totally.
Okay, yeah.
Those buggers made us miss our flight.
Yeah. Go to the airport.
Yeah. Oh no.
When you wake up the next morning, you realize you forgot to pack any clothes. You also forget to bring your passport.
No
You call your
preparation
brother
at all.
and tell him you need to get dressed quickly because you're leaving tomorrow.
And we went naked apparently.
Well, let's see. Brothers, what does it matter?
Yeah, they're brothers. Oh, you don't even live with your
You
brother.
rush to your brother's house and knock on the
Naked
door.
rush.
His mother answers.
Oh, his
She is
mother.
a little surprised to see you. Where have you been? She asks. I was supposed to meet my friend at the airport. Oh, I thought you said you were going to the gym today. Yeah, I got robbed yesterday, you say.
Wow,
Oh,
I
okay,
remember.
But I guess this is our half brother then.
Oh.
Yeah. Not the same mother.
You open the medicine cabinet and begin looking throughout the medicine cabinet. There are several bottles of pills in there. You notice a bottle labeled Cialis.
Oh, we
You
can continue
remember the
this.
brand name.
You reach for
You
the bottle.
reach for the bottle and
Oh, what do you do? Just like next?
Yeah. Slam the whole bottle of Cialis.
you hold
Wow.
the bottle upside down and try to swallow it.
You kind of swallowed the
Unfortunately,
bottle.
You
Yeah.
can't quite manage it. You spit out the pill and vomit. You sit down on the floor and cry. Your mother comes in and sees you crying. She goes over to comfort you. What's wrong? What happened? She asks.
Well, we just tried to overdose on Cialis for some reason.
He can't swallow one pill.
Yeah, well, he's trying to swallow the whole container of pills, it sounds like. But, like, even the container itself.
My doctor, you say. I took those Cialis pills. Well, maybe you shouldn't have taken them. Your mother says. They might have made you sick.
My dick hurts. Oh, good.
And your mother gets mad. Don't talk like that. You need to stop talking like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. When you're
Yeah,
telling
dick-
your mom, my dick hurts, it's time to go to rehab.
Your mother doesn't understand why you keep trying to hide things from her. Stop hiding shit from me. She yells.
Ooh, this sounds
Why
like a
would I
real-
want to hide something like that? You explain everything to your mother. You tell her that you went to the gym and bought some pills from a guy who looked like you.
Wow, this is like
Then you took
remembering
them
a
and
lot.
passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I feel like we need to throw it back in her face.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Wow, that's a good twist.
I don't know. Is gonna be the answer probably.
The guy who sold the pills did look like us.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh.
Wait,
Who's your father? Your mother asks. He's my stepfather. How old is he? Quote. He's 41 years old. So, you're his daughter. Quote. Yes. And you're gay? Quote. Yes. Then what did you do?
I guess
I'm
you didn't
confused.
specify a gender. You kind of specified a gender-neutral name because it was like, I don't know what this is.
yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
Maybe tell her what you did.
we're a gay daughter.
You stutter. I fucked another man.
Wow.
This mother and daughter are very, they don't share any, they don't have any boundaries.
Wait, no, you said my dick hurts. So now you're a woman now? What's with
Yeah.
the
Well,
gender
you know what,
swap?
Jason? Gender is so fluid nowadays.
No,
you know?
no, I thought we're a guy.
Yeah, but it's no. He's my stepfather. Your mother. So you're his
Yeah.
daughter. Wait, is the mom the daughter of the stepfather?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, gross.
yikes, gross. I know what to do now.
Okay. So, is the video delayed on the stream or no? Is it because I
It's
have,
like
Yes.
sure, yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Half idea. More.
Maury Povich. Your mother asks. That's the name of the host of the show. But I didn't do that. Quote. Well, I guess you won't be getting on the show.
Is Jerry Springer still around?
Yeah, maybe.
Watch your show.
Every bodybuilder has a show thong.
You clean your
That's
show
your part.
thong and put it on. Your mother watches you with interest.
No.
Are you sure you want to do this? She asks. I mean, if you're not straight, what happens if you get caught?
What?
Quote.
I think we're living in a time of gay panic.
All right. Damn.
Oh, I beat you to it.
I was thinking oil yourself up too.
Oh.
You put on a fur coat. Your mother watches as you walk along the road. Do you really want to do this? She asks. If I'm not straight, what happens if I get caught? Quote.
What year is this?
You put on a pair of tight jeans and a t-shirt. You grab your wallet and head to the mall. Once inside, you find a small convenience store called Mr. Universe.
Okay.
It's located behind a locked door. You
That's not
enter
very
the store
convenient.
and find a counter filled with men wearing nothing but their underwear. They stare at you as you approach.
What store is this? A convenience store that forces their employees to wear underwear?
Bodybuilding contest.
Yeah, that's what I was... It's man. Pretend to be straight.
All flex.
Start flexing. Let's start flexing what happened first.
You start doing push-ups and squats while staring at the men behind the counter. One of them notices you and starts laughing. The other one tells you to leave. You refuse and start yelling at them.
Whoa!
Suddenly, two men jump on top of you and rip you.
They pull out knives
Oh,
and stab
okay.
you repeatedly. You scream and yell for help. You pretend to be straight. You don't know how long they've been watching you. Eventually, one of them walks away and the other one returns. He grabs your throat and pulls out a knife. He slits your throat and stabs you multiple times. You die instantly.
God
Damn, I did
damn.
not expect that. Just from trying
Wow.
to pretend to be straight. All right. New
So
guy.
I don't understand. They thought, what happened? They thought we weren't straight, so they ripped off our pants.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were just so horny and nobody's ever been into the Mr. Universe store that they couldn't contain themselves and they did something they regretted.
That was a sad ending. Well, you know, we died twice in a row. That's interesting.
Yeah, I just didn't expect to die from that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to live now.
We had show muscles. If we had like real muscles, we could have fought back.
Okay, let's a new game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll Yeah, that one was not heading in a horrible direction, and then all of a sudden it's just
And the AI had a really good memory on that one.
yeah. Surprisingly, it really surprises me with what it remembers and what it doesn't.
Yeah, I wonder if it has to do with how many people are accessing the network at once. Or
Oh,
is
this
your
one's
own-
hosted off of my computer, so
What do I have to do? Say my name and what I am?
yeah. So the first
And
one is
then the
just
next-
like context, so who you are, what you do, and if there's anything special.
And then what's the second one?
And then the second one is where you are and what's happening right now.
Okay.
Lord Ruppart, an immortal highlander who rules over East Scotland. Okay.
Is that really his name in the movie?
No.
I watched Highlander, but then my VCR ate the tape, so I've never seen the whole thing through.
Yeah, I remember it used to be on TV like late at night on Saturdays.
All I know is you kill a Highlander and you get their power or something in each Highlander.
Yeah, you gotta cut off the head.
But at the end, there's only one Highlander, right? And then the world ends or something?
Yeah, but there keep being
You've
more
been
new
ruling
ones.
for so long that you don't even know what a rebellion is anymore. The peasants of this land are just too lazy to work hard enough to support
They're
themselves.
evil. Well,
They need to be taught a lesson. You send out a few men to find some rebellious peasants and kill them all.
whoa, okay, this is interesting, though.
These Highlanders apparently I'm a Republican.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very
Kill the
conservative.
poor.
It's like,
Well, I feel like most royalty do rule by like a trickle down effect.
yeah, that's true.
Anyone with a castle, really.
Yell at the peasants.
They're gonna be pissed.
Hey, peasants. I'm not going to tell you how to live your lives. But if you want to keep eating shit like this, then you're going to have to start working harder than you are.
True
The
royalty.
peasants look up from their meal and stare back at you with hatred in their eyes. We will eat no more, they say.
We will eat no more? They're gonna
going
go
on
on
a
a
hunger
strike. Yeah. Yes. Food is illegal for poor people now.
Fine, we'll eat less. You nod and go back to your room where you continue to play your lute while you wait for dinner to
Yes.
arrive. The next day you wake up early and head down to the fields to see if there has been any fighting yet. There hasn't, but it doesn't mean there won't be.
Okay.
So if we say start fighting, do you think that will be killed immediately?
I mean, I did say that we were immortal, so I don't know if it caught that.
Yeah, I
or not.
think we'll see.
You walk into the fields and immediately notice the peasants aren't as docile as they were before. They run away when you approach them.
Hey.
You try to reason
here.
with them, but they just ignore you. You decide to take matters into your own hands. You grab one of the most stubborn ones by the hand and pull him forward towards you.
Okay.
So it's a make an example.
Yeah, this is how revolution happens. Unless they're scared, yeah.
They're not as docile, but yet they run away.
Yeah.
This is just
You
like
push
your
the peasant
parents'
against the
farm,
tree
right?
and shove his face into the dirt. He screams and begs for mercy, but you only laugh and slap him across the face until he's crying. Then you throw him off the side of the cliff.
What?
The peasants are terrified and run away. You stand on top of the cliff looking down at them.
Damn, that is cold but epic as hell.
That's how you manage with fear.
Yeah.
You kick the peasant in the balls and piss off the cliff.
No.
He falls several hundred feet to his death.
Yikes!
If you're gonna kill a guy, do you have to kick him in the balls first? That seems like like too much.
And I imagine the pee like catches up with him, and so you're peeing and your piss is hitting him the whole way
Yeah.
down as he's
Yep.
falling to his death and just retching in pain from the ball kick. Oh, that is evil.
Okay. Send. Or how about this? Tell.
Alright, yeah, let's get some, share this evil life with
the
somebody.
pleasant peasant.
The next morning you get up early and head to the fields again. This time you find that the peasants have already fled. You think nothing of it though, since you've killed many of them before. A week passes and you still haven't heard anything about any rebellions or peasant
They
uprisings.
know about
This is
that ball
going
guy.
well.
Still, you feel like you should be doing something. Maybe you should marry someone?
That's what he said.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
They might not know what a matchmaker is.
Well, we'll just kill the matchmaker.
A
if he
month
doesn't
passes
do
and you
his
still
job.
haven't found anyone suitable. It seems like every woman in the kingdom wants to marry you.
Hey,
You can't help but wonder why.
you know why.
One night you hear a knock on the door. When you open it, you see a beautiful young lady standing there. She looks very much like the girl you saw yesterday.
What girl?
Yeah, what girl? The daughter of the guy you kicked off the cliff?
Oh my god.
This is like a...
He came out of the balls. You
I saw you yesterday, she says.
No.
Mm,
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, let's get right to the point. She's gonna say yeah.
we're not getting any older, honey.
Yeah.
What? But I thought you said. No, I meant yesterday. I was playing my lute and you came walking out of nowhere. I didn't recognize you, but I knew you had to be her.
Okay.
She smiles and nods. Okay, I guess I'll marry you. You hug her and kiss her on the cheek.
This feels like she's got like a knife in her panties or something. She's
I
gonna
know,
kill us
because
on there.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
It's a traditional post-wedding snack.
She laughs and hugs you back. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Quote dot. You smile and give her a big juicy roasted chicken.
Ooh, some good
She
ideas.
happily eats it and thanks you again. Well now, let's get married.
Yes.
You both leave the house and head to the church. You explain everything to the priest and he agrees to perform the wedding ceremony.
All right.
See? That's how you treat women.
Yeah. Let's hear these vows. Yeah.
I feel like it's just gonna say you say your vow.
Maybe.
You and your bride-to-be enter the church
Yeah.
together. You recite your marriage vows and kiss each other. Your wedding feast is soon served. You enjoy the food and wine and spend the rest of the night talking about life and love. Afterwards, you return home and celebrate your new union.
This is so undeserved.
Yeah. Open wedding gifts?
Yeah. It's all roast chickens.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
Your wedding feast comes to an end and you and your bride-to-be retire to your rooms to relax.
She's
Yes.
Suddenly you hear a loud noise outside. You quickly rush outside and see a large group of rebels marching towards your castle.
Oh, damn.
They seem to be led by a man dressed in black armor.
This is the most coherent this computer has ever been.
Yeah.
You charge at the man dressed in black, but he easily dodges your attack. He swings his sword at your head, but you duck under the blow and stab him through the throat.
Whoa.
He drops his sword and falls backwards onto the ground. You turn around and see the rebels surrounding you. You draw your sword and prepare to fight.
This is like a traditional story. Oh, he's dead, Jason.
I don't
Sorry,
care.
man.
I want to instill fear and let them know that if they fight me, they get kicked in the balls.
You kick the Black Knight in the balls hard enough that he goes flying backwards. He stumbles backwards and collapses onto the ground.
Kicked him so hard
You
he
grin and
revived
raise your
himself.
sword. Come on, let's finish this. You charge at the man dressed in black and swing your sword. He blocks your strike and swings his sword at your legs.
Mm-hmm.
You stab the man in the balls.
Whew.
He lets out a scream and falls backwards.
Falls
Oh,
back.
You look at him and then back at your sword. You slowly step back and thrust the blade into his chest. Blood spurts from the wound and he dies. Instantly.
Wait, I got this one. Like a necklace.
Birds. Again, backwards. It's obsessed with backwards. Falling back.
You make a necklace out of the man's balls and give it to your wife. She loves it.
Do I know how to please a woman, or do I know?
Roast chicken and testicle necklaces.
And it's a completely happy healthy relationship now.
Yeah.
Oh, why? We've got
Yeah, that could be.
You approach the rebels and offer to negotiate. They accept your proposal and agree to not attack you anymore. You also promise to send some men to kill the king if they don't stop attacking you. They thank you and depart. You take your leave of the area and decide to visit your friend Lord Finesse in the royal palace.
Oh, I like that name, Lord Finesse.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
great.
that's a name, actually.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure that's the name of an old-time rapper.
Lord Finesse, yeah. It's possible.
I'm gonna look it up.
They accept your proposal. Alright.
Yeah, Lord Finesse is an American rapper from the Bronx.
Okay.
Yep. I knew it. He's 50 years old, so he's old school.
Yeah, that sounds like something Lord Finesse would have.
You arrive at the royal palace and see Lord Finesse sitting alone at the table. He looks up when he sees you and greets you warmly. Hello, how may I help you? Quote.
Seems like we're buds. Yeah. Let's get our favorite dinner.
Lord Finesse smiles and takes a piece of bread and begins eating. Oh, yes,
Lord
what would
Finesse
you
is
like?
deaf. I said
Yeah.
roast chicken, Lord Finesse! And quail eggs!
Lord Finesse smiles and takes another piece of bread and begins eating.
Oh, I know
Oh
her.
yes,
I got
what would
this.
you like? Quote. Lord
What?
Finesse
Oh,
smiles
it's
and
stuck.
takes yet another
Damn.
piece of bread and begins
Damn it.
eating. Oh yes, what would you like? Quote. Lord
It's
Finesse
broken.
smiles
Yeah,
and
it's
takes
stuck
yet another piece of bread and begins eating.
Unless he's
Oh,
just
Oh yes,
eating a mountain of bread.
what would you like? Quote.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lord Finesse smiles and
Man,
takes
an
yet
abrupt
another
end.
piece of bread
This
and
is worse
begins
than
eating.
death. Just
Oh
watching
yes,
Lord
what would you
Finesse
like?
eat this
Quote.
mountain of bread. Yeah.
my God.
Alright, new
Lord
game then.
Finesse smiles and takes yet another piece of bread and begins eating. Oh yes, what would you like? Quote.
No,
Lord
stop.
Finesse smiles and takes yet another piece of bread and begins eating.
New game.
Oh yes, what would you like? Quote.
I was gonna say we have to kill him, but yeah,
Oh,
that
wait.
was good, at Lord Finesse.
wow. Everything made sense in that story until the end.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
wonder if it was because it was like in a fantasy setting and it's been fed a bunch of fantasy stories to learn on.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it's so hard for it to understand when it's not within a template it understands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got another one.
All right.
We'll try with.
You are full of prompts today, Jim. You're a prompt master.
Yeah, you're the. I'm gonna start calling you the Alan Smott character generator. The ACGs. Or the ASCG.
Dunder Mifflin, okay. Astronaut living on a moon base on the moon, okay.
Yeah, I always thought Dunder was his first name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, stream crashed again. Damn.
Yeah, it crashed.
I think it's because of the video.
Well, they said there's a way to toggle low latency video.
The sky is dark and raining.
Yeah.
There is no way to tell how long this will last. You have never seen anything like it before. It feels like there is nothing but rain for miles around. The ground is wet and slippery.
I don't think
You
it
can't see very
understood.
far ahead of you. You don't know if you'll make it out alive.
I don't think it rains on the moon.
I'm gonna wait for the stream to come back up.
Okay.
We have 3 viewers now, though.
Ah.
Yes. Well, isn't it you, me, and Jason?
I'm not
No,
watching.
Jason.
No.
You can't pay Jason to watch this shit.
No. Okay. Dunder Mifflin, astronaut living on moon base, collecting rocks when an asteroid shower begins.
I feel like it ignored everything I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ground is wet and slippery. Well, maybe there's
Yeah.
atmosphere on the moon now. Now that you got moon base. Leave the moon base ahead.
Maybe it's because I spelled moonbase with one word.
Oh, I don't know.
And misspelled asteroid.
You walk
No.
through the forest, you
No,
look at all the
completely.
trees. They're so old and they've been here for centuries. You wonder what happened to them. Did they die? Were they cut down by some predator or something?
A predator.
No one knows. All that's certain is that they're dead now. Suddenly you hear a noise behind you.
Oh.
Now we're in the movie Predator.
I'm Jesse Ventura.
You turn around and
God,
see a
there's
creature
sexual
coming
power in
towards
the
you
force.
from behind a tree. Its eyes glow red in the
Oh
darkness.
shit.
It looks hungry.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You spin around and begin to scream. I'm sorry, you say. It was just a bad dream. No, the creature says. It's not over yet. We need to play with each other sometime. Then it grabs you and starts to pull you into the woods.
Scary. Yeah, become the creature's bitch.
You caress the creature. It seems friendly.
Seems,
It lets you go. You feel safe with it. You let it hold you. You start to get sleepy. You close your eyes. What are you doing? The creature asks.
This is like-
Oh, I forgot. I should have put that in quotes.
We should play again sometime. Yes, we should. But what? Quote. But I want to be married to you. That's nice. But I think I'd prefer someone else. Oh, come on. I'm not that guy.
What?
I'm not that guy.
We should play against.
This creature's not ready for marriage. You wake up, okay.
You wake
Whoa.
up. You sit up slowly.
Uh-oh, you
You
broke it.
open your eyes. Your heart flutters. You smile. You remember everything.
revert this.
You're home. 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 You're home.
Okay.
You're
We
home.
got it.
You're home.
We got it.
You're home. You're home.
Okay, go on.
Okay, yeah, start off slow. You're home. You're home. You're home.
Let's go to the moon.
Yeah.
You go on another date with the creature. This time you take him to the moon.
All
He
right.
accepts eagerly. Let's go to the moon.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, right. Well, why not? Quote, because. Why not? Quote,
Ooh.
because I'm not ready for you yet.
Oh.
Come on. You said you were ready. I didn't say that.
No, we're putting words on the creature's mouth.
Yeah.
Creature's not ready
Yeah,
yet.
this is like questionable.
That's like date 5 or 6 material for this creature, okay? A date number 2, that's psycho.
Well, we were having a lot of communication issues.
Yeah.
You go to couples therapy. I'm not ready for you yet. Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Let's try again later. Later. Quote, maybe. How about tomorrow? Quote, tomorrow. Quote dot. What about
Ugh,
Friday?
this-
Quote.
this is too
Friday?
real
Quote.
from all
Yeah,
the-
Friday. Then I guess
I've been
we'll
on
do
many
it then.
dates that end up like this. It's just like, just tell me when you want to go out again.
Yeah, prelude to a ghosting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is really off the rails.
I got this. I got it. Have a dark day. Wow.
You lock the creature up in your moon-based basement. We're getting married. Yes. Yes. I know. So, where are we going to live?
Now it's got a
Quote,
different tone.
I dunno. Somewhere quiet? Do you have any idea where that might be? Quote, not really, but I'll find it. You hire John Miller as your real estate agent. He shows you around his neighborhood. This place has been abandoned for years. Really? Quote, yep. Where did you find it? Quote, a friend told me about it. Didn't you say you had lived here 10 years ago? Quote, yeah, but I wasn't sure if you knew about it.
That sounds like something John Miller would say.
Yeah, I know. This feels like a real conversation with John Miller.
He's trying to sell us his old house, too. It's like, come on, Dad. We know.
Oh, Jim.
You say, this will make a great dungeon. He smiles. Great, thanks. He walks off. You sit down on a rock and watch him go.
Watch him go.
Where the fuck is he going?
He helped us find the place.
I'm an agent that works for me, okay?
Yeah.
You fire John Miller as your real estate agent. He comes running back. Hey, I fired you. Quote dot. Thanks. Are you still interested in buying this house? Quote. Sure am. I mean, who wouldn't be? Good. I'll show you around.
Yeah, that's like a Larry David thing to do. Just like, I'm not fired. I'm just gonna run back to him and keep real estating. I'm not fired. You're fired.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, he took it.
You offer him 1% commission. He laughs. Fine, fine, whatever. He leaves. You sit down on a rock and watch him go.
Let's buy the rock, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thinking rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's nice.
It's your legacy.
Mhm.
Our legacy.
You write your name on the rock. The next day you wake up and realize you forgot to write your name on the rock.
Oh, okay.
You call John Miller and ask him how to get rid of the rock. He tells you to go to the bathroom. When you return, John Miller is gone.
Yeah. Again, very believable.
Yeah.
He probably heard about a hot find at a garage sale,
Yeah.
and then he.
You search the house and find no trace of John Miller. You call John Miller back. He answers. Hello. Quote. Hi there. Have you found my rock? Quote. No, I haven't. But I got a new job. New job? Quote. Yeah, I'm moving out of town. Whoa. Wait. What happened? Quote. My wife left me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yikes. Yeah. In detail, give details.
She left me. Wait, she didn't? What happened? Quote, she got drunk one night and told me she wanted to move out of town. She said she thought we could get a better deal elsewhere. I agreed, but she kept pushing for us to get divorced. So I did. Divorce? Quote.
Yeah, who's gonna split the arcade?
I don't know if I can understand that one.
The arcade.
Whoa.
What about it? Quote, it was her idea. She said it would bring people to our house. So she wanted to keep it open. But when she started spending all her money at the arcade, I stopped letting her spend any more than she brought in. I don't like being controlled by her anymore. So I kicked her out.
Well,
Wow, this AI is getting like smarter.
yeah.
Yeah.
John's gonna play with us tomorrow, and it's gonna have all this John Miller material. He's gonna be like, "What the hell?"
And what about the pinball machine? Quote, I never liked it? Huh. Well, what about the other machines? Quote, they weren't mine to begin with. They belonged to my brother-in-law.
So almost it seems like it's more responsive if you just talk to it, you know?
It depends, yeah.
Let's see.
Marry the brother-in-law.
Okay.
You look everywhere
There
for
goes that
John
theory.
Miller, but you can't find him anywhere. Finally, you decide to leave the house and head to the nearest bar called the Bullpen.
Bullpen.
There you see a man sitting at a table near the door. He looks familiar, but you can't place him. He notices you and waves you over. He introduces himself as Mr. Miller.
You're divorcing my
Is that the
sister.
brother-in-law?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
You're not touching one of my pinball machines ever again.
Ask if he is John Miller's brother.
John Miller's brother? No, I just met him yesterday.
Okay.
So he knows John.
Yeah. Is this still the moon-based prompt?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
so. I feel like this guy's gonna start some shit with us.
Well, no, I suppose not. We were both born in the same year, but we grew up very different lives. My parents died when I was young, and I spent most of my life alone. Then I met Mr. Miller, and things changed for me.
Alright, buddy, I didn't ask for your life story. I asked you were you related. A simple no would have sufficed.
Oh yeah, I guess I do. Anyway, I think you should come in. It's only 2 o'clock.
So you are related too.
I know how to find John's brother.
Star
This could be
Trek.
John Miller
Yeah,
just
I used to
pretending he's
watch it
someone
when
else.
I was little.
Yeah, this isn't a bot at all. John's just feeding the bot all the information.
Uhura.
Uhura? What episode is that? Is that a real episode?
No, that's a character.
Uhura? Any episode with Uhura, then
Greater than you, tell him you're leaving. Okay, let's go. You walk into the bullpen and find yourself face to face with Mr.
Oh.
Miller. He seems surprised to see you. So, you're John Miller's sister, huh? That must be some family he has there.
What the hell?
So now we're meeting his sister.
Okay.
That's right. I flew from Earth to Australia. It's been a while since I've done that, though. How'd it go?
I guess that's
Quote
every
dot.
flight I flew from Earth to wherever I went. Oh no! No!
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
I got sick on the
Just a
plane.
stomach bug.
I had a stomach bug. I think I might have gotten something worse than food poisoning.
Uh-oh.
I think he's
Yeah,
called the
I
prime
think I
minister.
got diarrhea on the president of Australia. I think he caught it from me.
I think he caught it from me. I don't think that's how diarrhea is passed on.
I think so. I think you can if you got it, if it absorbs somehow.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Contagion.
Mucous membranes.
Some contagion than diarrhea. Nice, you got to meet the president of Australia, I guess, but
Okay, that's fair.
let's go into the bush, yeah.
Yeah, I traveled around Australia for a while. It was good experience, but I think I need to take a break now. Hey, I want to go to Red Rock Canyon. It's really cool.
Is that in Australia?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think it's
I think
called.
I'll
I don't
stay
know what
here.
it's called. It's the Big
I
Rock.
mean, I know I'm supposed to be going to Red Rock Canyon, but I think I'll stay here for a while.
I think Red Rock is in Colorado.
Yeah.
But there's the giant rock in the middle of the desert or whatever in Australia.
Hmm.
It's a big landmark.
Okay, I don't know. It completely ignored diarrhea in the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that was just what I said to cover up. Hey, weren't you going to Red Rock Canyon? Yeah, I think I'll stay here for a while, though. While I finish my diarrhea here.
It's fair.
I don't think so. The way you're acting, I don't think you're ready to marry someone yet. I think you should try again later. Or maybe even after you graduate college.
Yeah. Damn it, Shaman.
You jumped it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, you graduated college. Well, congrats. I wish I could do that. Well, anyway, I hope you make a woman out of that girl you're dating. And remember, if you ever feel like you need to talk to someone, you can always reach out to me anytime.
Alright, I think
Yeah,
that's a pretty good end.
it's pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good, Shaman.
Yeah, thanks, Shaman.
Yeah. I say Shaman. Shaman sounds
Shaman,
an Irish name.
I just thought Australia would be more exciting.
Really, it's not. Like, the center of Australia is nothing, you know? It's like people live on the edges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like one like small town in the very center for like scientific purposes or whatever. And then yeah,
And
it's
they
just
only
a
live
bunch of emptiness.
In the
Yeah.
bush.
And they live on the south edge, the beaches.
Yeah.
Queensland and Melbourne
Mhm.
and Victoria.
And Sydney.
Oh, yeah. They're all names.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
It's better with the video.
yeah, for sure. And now I've got it all set up. I got my fancy overlay. Nobody
Yeah.
chatted with us, but if someone ever does, it'll go right there on the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're just not picking up, like, random streamers.
I think we did one.
Yeah, I think
we
one
picked up
person
one.
dipped in and dipped out.
What if you put AI Dungeon as a tag? Or is that already...
I have it all.
Okay.
Yeah. And it just, yeah.
So, did Darren reach out to you, or did you reach out to Darren?
I reached out to Darren.
Okay.
And yeah, so we'll be playing tomorrow. So anybody that's free.
Should
All right.
probably change the name of the room to Rocket League. And
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Fortnite, AI Dungeon Dance, free V-Bucks.
Right, and guest star
PewDiePie and Markiplier.
Yeah, PewDiePie.
And Nazis.
and Dr. Disrespect.
And Dr. Disrespect. And Ninja's coming back to Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just read Dr. Disrespect signed some sort of big contract with Twitch.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, he's the moneymaker. He's now the new Ninja, I guess.
Yeah, do you use that other site, Microsoft?
I'm streaming to it right now, but no, I don't. I don't use it normally because there's really nothing on there.
Mm-hmm.
I still use Twitch, even though they have done horrible things.
They have?
Yeah,
like what?
they're just like really shitty to their creators or whatever. And there's been some like email chains and stuff of like people who confidential or like the big names, they want them to stream like more, so they like put enormous pressure on the creators to keep streaming if they want to keep being featured and stuff. So
I guess. I mean, it seems like there's only like 5 or 6 big streamers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, is that what the data shows? Like, the more you stream, the more people watch, or?
I don't know. I mean, it makes more money for them, and they're just kind of very childish, and they'll probably not last for too long because.
Well, Amazon owns this though, right?
I don't know.
Amazon.
There's an integration, yeah, but maybe, yeah. So maybe actually, yeah, maybe they'll survive forever.
In your corner there.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of complaints about Twitch and the way they behave, and like whenever someone leaves Twitch, they delete their account. So even if they have like a lot of money that hasn't been paid to them, they delete their account, and then you force them to sign back up with it again to get the money. It's like so silly. There's a lot of like Twitch nightmare stories.
So we are getting paid for this.
No.
Oh yeah. Well, no. We're gonna leave right after this is done.
Yeah. We need a subscription.
Yeah. Is this set up so people can? How does it work? Do they tip you in Twitch?
I don't know. I've never had anyone even subscribe to me, so.
Yeah, I want tips.
Yeah. Maybe it is set up so I can get money. I don't know.
We're cam girls now, guys.
Yeah. Let's just be cam girls. Let's just start taking off our clothes.
Yeah.
Jim, use a dildo on yourself.
All right.
Describe it because you're not on cam. You're an audio camera.
I'll just the ASMR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop screaming.